I think you could be right, Rob. We've done the easy ones, and yeah, you're going to have to slog your way through these ones.
Okay, we've got 15 today, right? We've got 15, and I'm
Yep.
going to see how many I can get. So, let's get started. Let's get started straight away. Hit me.
Okie dokie, let's go. Who, what, or where are Grundies?
Is that another word for pants? And when I say pants, because I mean underwear.
Yes, it is.
Is it right?
Slang for undies.
I thought so. Because I think isn't it normally slang for dirty underwear? I'm sure.
Not
I think we would use that, but when we use it, we would be saying it more like you kind of dirty underwear. I think. Might be wrong.
No. It's not specifically dirty undies here, but it's your Reg Grundies. Reg Grundy was a very prominent figure in television production when TV became a thing. And so, yeah, it's a bit of your rhyming slang. Reg Grundies, your undies.
Nice. I think we've got something similar. I don't know. I wouldn't use it, but I'll take that. 1-0.
Yep, one for you. You're going well. All right then. Where would you hear the phrase "come in, spinner"?
Come in, spinner. Now, I did this last time where I thought my first thought probably wasn't the right answer, but I'm going to go with my first thought, and I may be completely wrong. Is it something to do with cricket and a bowler who's a spinner?
Oh. Wrong.
Oh.
Come in, spinner is from the Australian game 2-Up. And when the manager of the game's coming in, is called come in, spinner, and he flips the coins. We also use it for when we're teasing someone or taking the piss out of them, and we'll go, come in, spinner. So
what?
That's
what? No. So it's someone that tosses a coin. But what was that sport you said? I have no idea. What was that sport you said? Or a game?
Come in, spinner comes from the game 2-Up. All right. So if you want some homework,
what is 2-Up?
2-Up. Oh Jesus, Rob.
You've got to. I don't know what this game is.
And I did my research for this, so I can.
Do you even know what 2-Up is? Do you even know?
2-Up is a coin game. It became popular during the First World War with the Anzacs. It's now you can't play it legally, but on Anzac Day, which is the 25th of April each year, as a part of Anzac Day memorials and events and things, 2-Up will get played. And so they have 2 coins. You have to call it. I don't actually know the rules, so bear with me on that. But you'll have people placing bets, and then there's someone who manages the game. They're called the spinner because they flip the coins. And so once the bets are called, and they go, come in, spinner, does the coins, and then they, review.
But you also use it to take the mick out of someone.
If you're taking the piss out of someone, and they're really going along with it, and then you'll go, come in, spinner.
I must stress, I'm still none the wiser of how you play this game, to be honest.
Look, I'll be honest with you, I don't really understand 2-Up. No. I know about it, but I don't really understand it.
And also, talking about Anzac Day, if you haven't already seen me and my wife making Anzac biscuits, go check it out. All right, 1-0 to 1-1. 1-1.
1-1. All right. Okay. What am I trying to say if I use the phrase grinning like a shot fox?
Ringing like a shot fox.
Grinning
like a shot. I don't know if shot foxes grin, to be honest. Is it maybe you're guilty of something and you've just been caught? Like Like a child that's just been caught after they've done something naughty.
Yes and no. It's used to describe, someone being very happy, smugly satisfied. A bit like the cat that swallowed the canary, grinning like a shot fox.
A cat that got the milk.
Yeah, that type of thing. But yeah, so it's not necessarily that you're in trouble.
So I'm getting yeah. It's. I would give myself half a point for that because I think.
You reckon?
I would say so because I think it's sort of similar. You've done something, and I think it's something maybe like you shouldn't have done it, but you're happy that you did it, and you see that grin on your face. I think I get half a point for that one, if I'm honest.
I think you're pushing your luck. But I'll put, a half on that one for you. Because
I definitely think so. I get the rough idea. The rough idea. That's enough. Go on.
All right. Here's a bit of rhyming slang for you, which you should be familiar with. What am I doing if I do a Harold Holt?
Harold Holt. Bolt, Colt, Salt. What else rhymes with Holt? The first thing that came to my head was bolt, as in
ding ding ding,
as in run away, make like a tree
ding,
and
ding,
leave.
ding, ding, ding.
Was all right?
Yep, winner chicken dinner. Harold Holt was a Prime Minister of Australia, and in 1967, on the 17th of December, he went for a swim at Cheviot Beach near Portsea. Never seen again.
Never came back. I'm sure I've heard that name.
And from that's where we go. If you got a bolt, I've got to do a Harold Holt.
What do you think happened to him then?
No idea.
You haven't even got any guesses.
It's way before my time.
Yeah, but you might as well have a guess. Come on, you've got to have a guess. If you're in the comments now, if you're Australian,
he probably got caught in a rip.
Where was his body then?
Well, from what I understand, I did do a little bit of research into it. And there was, obviously he was the Prime Minister. There was a massive, massive search effort. And then just nothing. Just he went for a swim, and
maybe his bones are at the bottom of the ocean.
Who knows?
I think that's probably the likely thing. Maybe one of those psycho sharks or something, or
Yeah, that part of the world is not massive for sharks.
Crocodiles.
I think more
salties.
No, definitely not crocodiles.
What else is deadly? In Australian waters.
Honestly, my best guess is he got caught in a rip.
It's not quite as exciting though, is it? As his body being completely mutilized by a creature in the sea.
It's
Come
not
on, really be dramatic and give me some vivid imagery. If you have a guess, let me know obviously down below, because I want to know now. What do you think happened to Mr. Holt?
Maybe it was aliens.
You're not American, are you? Let's be honest. We're not a Yank that believes that aliens are zapping people up and things.
All right.
Next up,
you got
2-1.
that one, so you're doing well. Who, what, or where is aerial ping pong?
That is what you call Australian rules football. Because
got it in one.
The buggers just can't keep hold of the ball, can they?
I know.
This can't take it. I'll have to get my other one. Hang on. Otherwise, my hurley stick will go if I take the other one. When I first got this, I can understand, right? When I first got this, oh my god, this is slippery. Compared to a rugby ball, which is grippy, I can hold that fine. This, it's like butter is all over it. It's ridiculous. How do they play? We can still take the piss out of them, though, can't we, for not keeping hold of the ball?
Have you learnt how to bounce it yet?
Yes. Yes. What do you take me
Well
for?
done.
What do you take me for?
You get bonus brownie points for knowing how to
I don't, because I've still got to. I've said for ages, because I started with rugby first. I've got to take conversion kicks and drop kicks, and then I've got to do drop kicks with the sharing as well. So those videos are coming, and I may edit it so I look amazing, or I may have bloopers. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Why not do both?
Maybe give people a laugh.
Do both.
So there you go. Aussie rules.
All right, Rob. Who, what, or where is the Big Smoke?
The Big Smoke. Is the Big Smoke a city? As in, when you say you're going to... So I think we would say over here, you go into the Big Smoke as in London. Because it is... because of the days back when it was so polluted and it was smoky everywhere. So I'm going to guess... this. I may be wrong, but I'm going to guess it's one of your cities. And maybe Sydney, I don't know.
Ding, 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 ding.
Is that right?
The Big Smoke is a big city, generally like the capital city. So me being in Victoria, if I'm saying, I'm going down the Big Smoke, I'd be heading to Melbourne.
Nice.
So you've done well.
It all came from back, for us, especially in London, it all came back to when, obviously, it was very industrialised and the pollution.
Yeah. Not
nice.
To mention the pea soup. The fog, the pea soup.
What do you mean the pea soup? It's not pea soup, is it? It's not green.
The fog is called... Okay, moving on. Who, what, or where is a boomer?
A boomer is someone from... It's a person, a generation of people, isn't it, from... Are they like 60s and 70s? I get confused which one's which.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, why not?
Ba-bow. You're thinking of baby boomers.
That's what. It's
right?
Boomers.
A boomer is a large male kangaroo.
Oh. Yeah, that's quite Aussie specific, that one.
But look, you're doing really good. So much better than I thought you would with those. Okay.
I was never going to get that one as a kangaroo. Never going to get that one as a kangaroo. Not. No chance.
All right. Who, what, or where is the Coathanger?
The Coathanger. It's obviously not the one hanging up in my wardrobe, I assume.
No.
Because that wouldn't really be a slang or anything like that, would it? The Coathanger.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Yeah, go on, because I'm going to be nowhere near.
It's a landmark in one of Australia's most famous cities.
Is it the Sydney Opera House?
No, it is not.
Because actually, that sort of shape does look like a bit of a coat hanger shape, doesn't it?
The coat hanger is actually referring to the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Oh. If I'm honest, off the top of my head, I don't know what the Sydney Harbour Bridge looks like. Hang on. Go on, keep talking.
That's what it is. The Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Harbour Bridge. Hang on, I'm having a look now.
Have a look.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
You can live with that?
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I know. It does look like a coat hanger. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. No points for me.
Who, what, or where are strides?
Strides. Strides.
Yes. Would you like me to put it in a sentence?
Yeah, go on. Put it in a sentence or something, because I have no idea.
All right. If we're heading out tonight, I might put on my good strides.
Shoes.
close but no cigar. Strides are pants, trousers.
Trousers, get it right. Trousers.
So basically any kind of long-legged pant that you wear. We might
makes sense because you're striding and your legs are, it's basically you're walking and striding and yeah, I get it now. Yeah. It's easy when you know. I get it.
As we know from past experience, they're all obvious once you know.
Oh, it's a joke, isn't it? It's an absolute joke. I think, if I'm honest, that's a little bit of a Yankee term. I'm sure I heard that phrase. I'm sure I heard that phrase in that 70s show.
All right. I know it's not commonly like a lot of our slang and colloquialisms. They're not. Some of them aren't used as much these days, but yeah, your strides.
All right, I won't give a point for that one.
No, you don't get a point for that. Okay, so who, what, or where are tall poppies?
Tall poppies. Well, poppies are red. Tall, something with a red on the top of them, maybe. What is tall with a red on top of them?
Santa Claus?
Is he tall though?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Tall poppy. No idea. I can't even guess because I literally nothing is coming to my head.
I will try to put this in a sentence, but it's kind of difficult.
Okay.
Kylie Minogue was often described as a tall poppy.
Did you know she's leaving the UK and moving back to Australia? That was in the news today.
Wow, must have been a slow news day if that made headlines.
Yeah. No, I've got nothing.
Okay. Tall poppies is how we refer to successful people. Australians and I think most cultures do this, kind of get behind supporting the underdog. But then once they're successful, they're a tall poppy and they need to be cut down. So it's used in reference to
that seems a bit harsh about Kylie. She's a national treasure. Why would you want to cut Kylie down?
She might be your national treasure. I don't know that she's particularly an Australian national treasure.
I expect when she gets off the plane in Australia, there'll be thousands, if not millions, of people ready to greet her.
Well, it depends if we're still in.
No, I wouldn't have got that. I would never have got that. I sort of get it. I sort of get it now. You've explained it. It seems a bit harsh, though, doesn't it? Not very nice.
I mean, look, it does. Yeah, I mean, we will turn on you in a heartbeat. It's sort of, it's okay while you're struggling, and we'll be there for you. But don't get too big for your boots, because then we'll turn on you.
Okay, got it.
The seedy side of Australians.
I'll remember that.
Now, I will point out that as we move on, some of the things that we're doing in this list may refer to things that are coming up later.
Okay.
So
I'll try and
remember. Try and remember, because there might be references later on. Okay. For your next one, who, what, or where is the op shop?
The op shop. Is the op shop something like where you have surgery? Like operation place, like a hospital. When I say a hospital, it might mean the hospital or somewhere like cosmetic, or that's my guess.
No.
Nowhere near.
Yep. No. Yeah. Oh. Not within Kui. The op shop is an opportunity shop, a thrift store, secondhand.
Charity shop.
A charity shop. Yeah. The op shop.
Yeah, I would never have got that. I thought it was. I thought it would be. I said I didn't think the shop would be meaning an actual shop. For some reason. We're
tricky like that.
What? Yeah, so it's a charity shop, basically. Or as the Yanks say, a thrift shop.
Yeah.
Does the money go to charity? Does the money go to charity? Or not?
I think like most... I'm trying to not give away things that are going to come up at another point in time.
We'll leave it at that. So it's a charity shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can say, like, in the town where I live, we have an op shop that's connected to the local doctor's clinic and hospital.
Okay.
So they raise money there to be able, because, you know, the government doesn't give them enough money. And so they have an op shop that helps fund extra stuff.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Got ya.
Who, where, or what are the Pokies?
The Pokies? I'm going to assume it's not like our Pikeys. This is the problem. Nothing is coming to my head for a lot of these. Like, not even a complete random guess that probably wouldn't be anything close to it. No, I'm literally getting nothing.
Let me give you a clue.
Go on.
You would find them in a gambling environment.
Would you say slot machines? Because you poke a coin in.
Okay, yeah, the Americans call them slot machines. We call them poker machines, but we shorten it to pokies.
Even if it's not poker?
Yeah, even if it's not poker. It's just the pokies.
Oh. Okay, so, yeah, all right. Okay, so it's the machine that you will not really win much on, and that's where all the that's where all the bookies make all their money, right? People that don't have jobs that go sit in there for all day and just keep putting
pressing and hoping and nothing happens. Yeah, the pokies.
Got ya.
Okay. Who, what, or where is a Taswegian?
A Taswegian?
Mm-hmm.
Is this one as obvious as it sounds?
I don't know. You tell me.
Is it someone from Tasmania?
Yes, it is. Ding,
so
ding, ding.
It was as obvious as it sounded. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just trying to keep you on your toes.
That was a simple one. That was just one to give me a point.
Alrighty. Who, what, or where is Vinnie's?
Vinnie's.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like an American diner. That's what it sounds like.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know, is it? Depends if it's the right answer, which I don't think it is.
Did you want to try another guess?
What is Vinnie short for? Like, that was the first thing that came to my head, so that is what I'll go for. But I'm sure it's wrong.
I can't for the life of me think of a way to put this in a sentence. I can't put in a sentence. You're just going to have to take the loss on this.
All right.
Vinnie's is short for St. Vincent de Paul's. They're a charity society.
How the hell am I going to know that? Like, what? Like, in what world would I know that stands for that, and they are a charity? This is ridiculous. This is bloody ridiculous.
What? Vinnie's have op shops.
It's a joke. Bloody joke. I thought you were meaning that some of the earlier ones were going to be in like the next video. So you've screwed me.
Oh,
but screwed me.
Look, don't worry. There is.
Unbelievable.
I can't.
And now I will get called a whinging pom, won't I? Once again, because you screwed me over, I'm going to get called a whinging pom. Unbelievable.
I'm going to defend you here, Rob, because these aren't easy. But knowing that some of the Australian TV that you have been watching, it's, it may have come up in a show. I don't know what you have and haven't been exposed to. So
all I've been exposed to, advert-wise, are the adverts that are on Fox during the half times of the AFL and the NFL and NRL. Sorry.
Well, I mean, look, consider it this way. You're going to, by the time we get through all of this, you are going to be well positioned for when you come to visit. You will be able to speak like a native.
Well, none of you are bloody natives, are you? Just a joke about colonisation.
Your last one for today.
Okay.
What am I trying to say, or emotion am I trying to project if I say Bonza?
Bonza, as in great, as in
ding 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 ding.
Like that is a proper Bonza. I'm trying to put it in a sentence myself now, but I'm sure I've heard of it.
That was a bloody Bonza drink.
Yeah. I've definitely heard it, and I don't know where I've heard it from, but I knew what it was.
But you got it.
I finish on a win.
Yeah, and it's usually said with a lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But there you go. You finished on a win. Do you want to know how you went?
But go on, how did I get out of 15?
You got 8.
8 out of 15.
8 and a bit, because you
I definitely had a half. I definitely got half at least on the earlier one. So 8.5 correct. It wasn't great, but there were some from my point of view, there were some extremely obscure ones there, which I'm not sure should be allowed on this test. I've not been exposed to St. Vincent, whatever it was, you know.
Honestly, I thought they were. I didn't think that they were strictly an Australian organisation.
Well, I don't think they're bloody English, so screwed me.
I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, but
no,
look, they are going to get harder, and I think that all things considered, you've done pretty bloody good.
Could have been worse. I could have got 0.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you are. 8.5 out of 15 for today's test. What do you think? Is there any that I should have known that I didn't? Are there any that you think, oh, how did he know that? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you check out Loki's channel, and we'll catch you next time.